two different things that I want to touch on in today's video. The first one is you can't make everybody happy. The second one is basically that you got to stop worrying about how other people think of you. That's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So let's get started. First off, I want to start off by saying that you're great. You're a great individual, right? But not everybody's going to agree with that. And the reason why is because not everybody is compatible with each other, because people's going to have different thoughts and different opinions when it comes to moralities and stuff like that, because this whole world run off a subjective way of thinking. So with that in mind, you can't make everybody happy. So that's why I'm a firm believer is always being yourself. So don't try to change yourself for nobody. Always being yourself is be authentic. Don't worry about how somebody's going to take you at the end of the day, because when you're being true to yourself, you're going to be happy. As long as you're happy, that's what's most important. Always. Because if you're not happy, then how are you going to make anybody else happy? So you always trying to be your best self. There's going to be certain times that you're going to have different point of views. So while you're speaking these different point of views, somebody else thinking differently than you are, they're going to try to oppose these point of views that you have. You don't even always have to try to project your point of views if they're different. You know in your mind that they're not going to change your mind. You know that you're not going to change theirs. Sometimes you just have to walk away when it comes to that. You can't make them happy. All you know is that y'all think differently and then move on from said situation or said topic. You know that you projected yourself and you're true to yourself. They're attempting to be true to themselves. It kind of reminds me of this meme that I saw not too long ago. I think it's based off a story. The donkey, tiger, and lion. Many of you probably heard that, but probably not. I'm not going to go into it though. But some people, even if they're in the wrong, they're going to try their best to try to prove somebody else wrong. Sometimes you just got to let it be, even though you're right. You can't make everybody happy though. And then because of these differences that you have with other people, there's going to be individuals that won't approve of the way that you operate, with how you move when it comes to life. They won't see that the way that they're trying to give you advice is actually them dictating your life. Sometimes you just have to take it with a grain of salt. Not a lot of people will notice that what they're doing is actually kind of wrong, because nobody should ever try to dictate anybody else's life. You can't make those individuals happy as well. You're just gonna have to just keep moving the way that you're moving. Not everybody's gonna have the vision that you have for yourself. But at the same time, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you're not bending over backwards to try to make those same individuals happy by trying to appease them by making the choices that you really don't want to make. If you don't feel like doing something because you don't see the benefits of it, don't do them. Because you have to live through it, not them. So if it's not gonna make you happy, then don't do it. Because once again, you can't make everybody happy. You have to live with those decisions. Can you let me know in the comments down below that how often that when you try making everybody around you happy, how draining and stressful that has been in your own life? Can you also let me know in the comments down below that you have done so many favors for other individuals that when you finally decide to say no to somebody, then that's when that they negated all the other times that you said yes, but because of that one single no that you gave, then that's when all of a sudden, oh, you're fake, you're this, you're that. It's like they have all this negative stuff to say about you. And that's why at times, like, you can't even worry about what other people think about you. You're just gonna have to be mindful about how you think about yourself. So put yourself on a high pedestal, basically. Don't lower yourself to a certain standard where you just have to take all types of BS from other individuals caring about how they think. Don't. Especially like in this new day and age where social media is such a big thing and you want to like portray this image where you care about how other people view you and you want to like have this lifestyle and have this super extra positivity. And mind you, there's no shots fired and whatnot, because sometimes some people do it for certain reasons. I can't even say why, but you want other individuals to like look at you in a certain light, and then it's like, why even care? Because usually, like, especially in terms of social media, when somebody scrolls by, see your post and see how you're living, the moment when they scroll by that, then it's out of their minds 2.5 seconds later. And another thing is, always be your authentic self. And no matter if you're a good person, bad person, somebody's going to feel however they feel about you anyway. I said on this TikTok once, right? If you're fake, people's going to like you, people's going to not like you. If you're real, people's going to like you, people's going to not like you. But the thing about being real is that at least you're your most authentic self. and at least you're going to be respected. At the least. So regardless, if you're real or if you're fake, people's going to still like you, but at least be liked for being yourself. So ultimately, at the end, you're doing yourself a huge favor, because when you're not caring too much about trying to make people happy and not caring about how other people think, you might actually draw in genuine people who you might actually want to make happy because they actually want to make you happy. And when you're not caring about what other people's thinking, like in the big mass and whatnot, then people who actually want to make you happy, you'll naturally want to make them happy. But it have to be a selective few. I'd rather have 4 quarters to make $1 than 100 pennies to make $1 when it comes to me. So I don't be spreading my energy so thin when it comes to like handling a bunch of masses of something. You get what I'm trying to say? So I just can't, when it comes to so many different individuals. Either that, or it could just me having like an introverted mind, and I just rather stay away from so many different type of individuals. So that's what I'm thinking, the way I'm thinking. Maybe if I was an extrovert, I'll be thinking differently, because I don't need so many individuals to fuel my energy and just be all like, yes, people, yay for me. I'm like, I actually need some alone time to recharge myself. Only a selected few, I care about how they think of me. But when it comes to most folks, I can give a F less. And my life have been so much better once I adapted to that kind of mentality of just not caring about what so many other people think. Like when somebody think like Alex is this, Alex is that, I'm like, so what? Why care? I don't. I truly don't. It doesn't matter to me. And I would like for a lot of people to adapt to that mindset too, because I know a lot of people dealing with like stress and anxiety in this day and age, especially in 2021. They're stressed out, especially when you have like a bunch of young teenagers actually going out and wanting for plastic surgeons to give them freaking facelift surgeries and stuff like that to look like their Instagram and Snapchat filters. Now that to me is sad. That's just one example out of many. But thank you for tuning in to another episode of Points of Perspective, a place where I hope that my truth is not your lie. Feel free to hit that like button on your way out the door. One love, Wody.